ba re tshwarisa masepa ka maoto ka matsoho ne re ho tlala masepa fela ka matlo ka mona and ha ona motho a tla o thusang.
Residents of Boitumelo township in the Mfuleni local municipality have been living in waterlogged houses for nearly 2 decades. The constant flooding has drenched floors, caused structural damage, and brought about a permanent stench in their homes. Mold has even spread onto the furniture. And some of these houses have been completely destroyed. More than 100 homes in this township are facing these issues. We visited Boitumelo to see how serious the situation is and to uncover how this happened. This is the house of Ntweni, one of the residents of Boitumelo. She was forced to abandon her home last year when it was flooded after heavy rains.
Ha re khone go bala mona intsa le masepa ka nthong ka tlung ke mana ka dula mo ntlong e jwalo ha ona motho ka dula ntlong e jwalo o ka pene ke la bana ba banyane ke la ngwana 3 years lwena o iponela lwena o swaka ha ona motho ka dula mo.
Ntweni has 5 children.
Una le asthma, una le sinus. Ke ona bothata bo ke sa tsebeng denda mohlomong ke a kuda den.
She is currently staying at someone else's home.
Se ke batlang fela ke batla ntlo. Ikupela fela ntlo. Anke ka itholla fela ntlo. Tlo khona ho le bana ba ka ntle.
The water problem has even attracted pesky insects and animals. Another resident, Tabang Nyake, said the issue had become so severe that he had to send his children to live elsewhere.
Beke ha ifeti motho sa bona le no hanyana. Ka mone mo ke dikankarapi ke bodi nkore na ke tsebe ka re phela bodi jangileng so ke sa fusa. So today ha bona ke le so se le ke setse ke diwane bana ba ka se le ba tsamaile ba ile.
Some of the residents were temporarily housed in a government building that was meant to be the traffic department in Evaton. The building is more than an hour's walk from Boitumelo. All had left, but one resident remained. 73-year-old Rosalia Mokheti. Mokheti said she was on the list of residents meant to be relocated to new homes, but found out her house was given to someone else. She has now been living in the government offices for nearly a year. But the conditions in that building are not conducive to live in either. It's completely empty. There is no kitchen, no shower or bath. The grandmother was only given a small room to inhabit. Here, she sleeps, cooks, and dresses. Mokheti struggles to sleep at night because she is constantly stressing and worrying. While she was still staying in Boitumelo, her hands got infected from mopping up the sewage and water. Many residents say they are suffering from health problems, such as tuberculosis, bronchitis, asthma, and arthritis.
Ke batle ke go totina masepala ka baka la masepala ona ha ona motho a sa kuling mona ha ona motho a sa kuling at all ba bolaile batho ke ba bolai batho bana ha bana taba le maphelo a batho.
Sesim Simanga, a community leader, said they've been dealing with this problem since 1997.
So ne re sa tsebe rona ne re le happy ka 1997 ha re those matlo only to find that ha re fitla ma go tlokopana le mathata ba re a hetse water lokong and o tsebe mona ene le letamo ne ba kata ha ba qeta o kata mono ba etsa di extra houses.
Msimanga said they went to the municipality and provincial government to lay complaints, but all that fell on deaf ears.
Gore ke batla o tseba fela hore masepala wa rona wa Mfuleni o la fila jwang because wa tseba hore ke fault ya hae ganthe le batho ba metsi a lekwa ba ntse ba fight out tlosang batho bana because batho ba maphelo a bona a kotsing ha ba fitla batho ba metsi a lekwa ba rona re ba ipei so re ba ipei ba jwang ba ileng ba thola di-title re allocate hantle ka molao.
Municipality inspectors were eventually sent to assess the houses. Nsimanga claims that 40 million rand was sourced to remove them, but officials changed their minds and installed more pipes.
Ke batla masipala a patale ho tloa ka day 1 ya 1997 ke batla a re patale le di-finishera tsa rona re batla ho tloa ka thaulo ho tloa ka skipa masipala tlamehile a re patale wa rata kapa ha rate ha ba nke batho bana kaofela ba santsane ba phela a ke re ba bang ba bolaile ke bona ba ja ditopo ba bang ba bolaile ba setseng ba ke kopa ba banke ka ponyo ya leihlo.
Eyewitness News got hold of a 2017 engineers report commissioned by the Emfuleni local municipality into Boitumelo's housing issue. The report found that the houses are not in habitable condition and are not likely to be repaired unless the primary problem is addressed, that is, the drainage of the area. It is also stated that the residents were exposed to significant health risks and that the elderly and children were especially vulnerable. It said immediate action was required. The report recommended that the residents in the affected area be moved into homes on a new site. It also said if the municipality wanted to use the land in future, a study needed to be conducted to reclaim the land by installing subsurface drains and importing suitable material as the foundation for the houses. The Gauteng Department of Human Settlements was not immediately available to respond to Eyewitness News' query, but said they were aware of the problems the Boitumelo community was experiencing. The Emfuleni municipality also admitted to knowing about them and said they had already started to take action.
Has been our primary focus is to make sure that the community find a conducive environment, which in this instance is to easily move them. We have already moved over plus minus 70 people when we included the ones that moved to Savannah City and the one that moved to Ward 28, the opposite ward, which had a very good area for people to reside.
The municipality said a challenge they face was that some of the residents refused to move.
Those who don't want to be moved, it will always be difficult because you know that we're a constitutional democracy. You can't just force people out of their areas. And then which means we'll remain with this problem.
But residents who refused to move have defended their reasons, stating that because government took too long to relocate them, they did what they had to do to improve their living conditions. Hence their demand for compensation. Boitumelo is not the only township faced with this hardship. The residents of Evaton West are pleading for the same assistance. Are you afraid for your children and your family?
Yes, of course.
We do, but what we can do,
They left us here.
Authorities at local and provincial governments will have to devise a speedy intervention, as the problem is not limited to this municipality or even the province alone.